Armenian soldiers are abandoned to the whims of fate. As long as they are capable, the Armenian authorities deploy them on the front line, but ignore when servicemen get serious injuries and need treatment. For almost half a year, the relatives of the wounded soldiers have been waiting for their children to be sent abroad for rehabilitation.
This is not the first dirty trick of the Armenian authorities. The people are raging because this kind of dirty tricks have been done to them for 25 years. This is not the first crime committed by the Armenian leadership. For me, for example, the fact that 100 soldiers have been killed and wounded does not cause more negative emotions than the events that took place yesterday, the day before yesterday, a year ago, 2 years ago, and I observe this kind of things in Armenia every single day. I have seen how people were dying because they were dishoused. They died on the streets.
Time is passing, but the promised budget funds for the treatment of wounded Armenian soldiers have not been allocated yet. Representatives of the relevant bodies dismiss their promises by stating that the relevant decision about the allocation of the aid has not been approved by Armenia's defense ministry.
Нет, почему же? Деньги выделены и немалые.
No, why so? The funds have been allocated. I have no doubt about it. Who dares not to fulfill the government's decision? However, those funds have been directed somewhere else and defrauded by officials. Of course, a certain amount has been defrauded by the president as well. A couple of years will pass and the president will proudly tell the people how the government has helped the injured soldiers despite the economic difficulties.
Armenia is not able to render necessary treatment to wounded soldiers. There are no specialists or equipment for that. Young soldiers were deprived of their health while serving in another country's territory in the zone of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, along with thousands of other conscript personnel deployed there by Armenian authorities.
The current situation once again shows the attitude of the Armenian authorities towards their own people. The collateral damage has done its job. The rest is up to you.
The relatives of these servicemen live with the hope that the Armenian government will remember about their sons as they have fulfilled their military duty. Nevertheless, the policy of official Yerevan made it clear long ago the Armenian authorities do not owe anybody. Therefore, the families of the wounded soldiers will have to find a way out of the situation on their own. Vahe Avetyan, Mehriban Gasimova, CBC.